stone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, carnelian.
Namaskar. Namaste. Good after morning. Welcome to yoga. Let's get centered for the practice. Vishnu Mudra with your right hand for Nadi Shodhana. Alternate nostril breathing. Closing eyes, close right nostril. Exhale through the left first. Deep inhale through the left. Close it off, pause, and then release right and exhale. Inhale right. Pausing at the peak, and then close off, exhale left. Keep Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing going for the next minute to bring balance to the energy body, balance to the hemispheres of the brain, to prepare mind and body for the practice. After the next exhale, release the hand. Place both hands behind the hips for Morcha Pranayama, arching up. Take a deep breath in. Hold it in for a count of 20, letting head rest back. And an Anjali. Set an intention to enter into the flow, to purify mind, body, and spirit so that you can stay in remembrance of your true divine nature. Unite our hearts and invoke blessings. 3 Ohms, 1 Purna mantra. Take a deep breath in. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. To the presence of the one divine spirit that dwells within, we bow. Arise for this yoga. Hatha yoga. Stita, stito. Tadasana.
It wasn't me, but
No, that reminds me, I need to do the same.
just in case.
Airplane mode.
I wanted to check, yes, it was.
And then Pada Bandha. Big toes root down, lift and spread outer toes, tacking down your pinky toes and outer edges of the feet, and then draw into the center. Engage inner thighs, belly in, scoop tailbone, shoulders up and back, sliding jawbone back, deep Ujjayi breath. Exhale, root down, releasing hands. Inhale, stretch up, celebrating the freedom of the day. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lengthen and curl. Exhale, step back into plank, hold plank. You take hands a little wider, spread fingers wide so the index finger leads the way. If you've got hands flat in Hasta Bandha, grip or claw the mat strong, pushing index knuckles down. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, rise up for a high Bhujangasana. And then lower down, push back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. First dog of the day. Stretch it out, bend one knee at a time. Stretching out the calves. Right foot up to the front of the mat, Soma Chandrasana. Right foot up for a deep lunge. Front foot out to the right, hand at the top of the thigh. Open heart, open throat, head back and curl. Just keep your back leg straight, right arm behind the back, deepen the twist in the opening. Inhale, unwind, come onto forearms, sink into it, keeping your right foot there. Come onto forearms for a deep lunge, shifting to the left, widening the thigh and hip way out to the side, to the outer edge of the mat, and then squeeze the left leg into the center and lean to the right. Push your right thigh and hip down. You can keep shifting. Inhale, widening to the left, creating space. Exhale, leaning to the right, sinking into it. And then step back. Plank pose. Take a vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, rise up. Lower down. Catching your right index knuckle.
What do you mean? I feel, it's like, honestly.
You feel it?
No, I don't know what you mean when you say that.
Oh, okay, cool. This is awesome. We get to do it again. Lean forward into plank. We'll do another one. Okay. Laura, Darren, go again. Now lower down to chaturanga like you normally do. You feel this lift right there, and you feel that lift.
Oh, I want
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what happens is the weight. Go and lift up. What happens is the weight will naturally shift to the outside of the wrist, and then over time that'll start to wear the wrist joint out. So we want to take the weight here forward into the front of the palm of the hand, into the index knuckle, and that takes the weight out of the wrist. Okay. So you can do it with your hands flat like that, nice and tight. But it's harder, much harder to do. So that's why we initially start taking hands a little wider, so that now, like when the weight of your shoulder drops, it'll drop right down on your index knuckle instead of the outside of the wrist.
And I want there to be air underneath here?
Well, underneath the middle one, you can lift like this, and then push this one down. It'll take you a couple weeks, maybe, to get. That's it right there. Now try and keep it. You guys can step it up now for the left. No, you're good. You're good. Thanks for your patience. It's yoga. That's what it's about. Being present in the moment. It's a team effort in here. And top arm behind the back. And then unwind, forearms. Shift to the right, pushing down to the ball of the right foot. Widening right thigh and hip out to the side, and then lean to the left, squeezing right leg into the center as you sink into it, and then inhale, widen again, creating space. Exhale, leaning to the left, pushing top of the thigh bone down. And then step back, plank pose. Take Hands a little wider. Midpoint of the hand aligned with outer edge of the shoulder. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, rise up. Boom. Awesome. Exhale, flow back. Take down dog into a twist. Reach right hand back for the outside of the left leg. Pushing both thigh bones back evenly. Pushing energy from the top of the shoulder out through the hand. And then switch arms, switch legs. And then back to down dog. From down dog, take turbo dog, bend elbows towards the floor a couple inches. Keep them hovering off the mat. That's it. You can take them wider here still. There you go. And then squeezing forearms in, upper back in, pushing head up, index knuckles down, and then in slow motion, curling the upper back and slide through. And then flow back. Deep ujjayi. Keep tops of the thigh bones rooting back. Inner rotating, tops of the arms and shoulders lifting. Outer rotating as you extend energy from the shoulders out through index knuckles. Bend knees, gaze up at the end of the exhale, step or jump. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Squeeze legs together, root down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, pause the chakras, crown, brow, throat, and heart. Turn gaze back within. Deep breath in. Exhale, root down. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lengthen and curl. Exhale, step or jump. Take a vinyasa. Chaturanga. Hands flat, ridge top or fists. Go for it. Exhaling down. Inhale, rise up. Connecting to the back body. So lift and curl. And then flow back. Soma Chandra 5. Right foot up to the front of the mat. Point it out to the right. Come onto your left forearm. Right hand to the top of the thigh again. And take your head back. Heart forward. And then sweep your right arm overhead. There you go. You're good there. And then you can go deep. Hook your big toe with your first two fingers of your left hand. Not the left hand. Like this hand reaches across. There you go. And then you can rock onto the outer edge of that foot and let that knee widen way out to the side and then curl like it's way back. Yeah, there you go. How's your TFL today?
Pretty good.
And then step back, take a vinyasa.
Arms are not like up and down from a lunge position. Like,
Second side, Soma Chandra. Come on to the right forearm, hooking the big toe, left hand to the top of the thigh. Bend the knee deep. And sweep the left arm overhead. One more deep breath. And then step back, take the vinyasa. Right leg lifts behind you, parallel with the floor. Lean forward into plank. Don't let shoulders break parallel with the elbows. Halfway down, pausing. Push back strong. Right foot up to the front of the mat. Warrior One pose. Belly in, scoop tailbone, take it overhead. Deep breath in. Drawing into the center, taking gaze up. Exhale, push through the back heel, bend right knee deep. Hips forward and down. A few more deep, strong breaths. Left thigh lifting, squeezing into the center. Right thigh pushing down. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Step back into plank. Take a vinyasa. Second side, left leg lifts. Halfway down, Trianga. Push back strong. Step it up. Virabhadra. Belly in. Tailbone, take it overhead. Deep breath in. Power up the legs, squeezing in the center. From the center, push. Legs apart. Hips forward and down. Going deeper. Let's do more deep conscious breaths. Exhale, release. Plank pose, Vinyasa. Right leg lifts again. Plank. Halfway down. Push back strong. Step it up. Virabhadra, same thing. Uddiyana, Mula Bandha, take it overhead. Rooting down through the feet. Scissor legs into the center. And from the center, push energy out through the back heel. Bend right knee deep. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Hook left elbow across. Parvrita Parasvakonasana, hands in prayer. Left hand to the floor. You can wrap and bind underneath the legs if it's available. And then with each exhale, deepen the twist, taking your head back like in a back bend. Oh, that was it. Inhale and twist. Vinyasa, flow through. Left leg lifts, plank pose, halfway down, push back strong. Same thing. Uddiyana, Mula Bandha, take it overhead. Draw in, powering up the legs, more strength, squeezing in. Exhale, create more expansion. Breath in. Exhale, twist, hook it across. Hands to the floor, wrap and bind. That. Oh, inhale and twist. Vinyasa. Vasisthasana on the right, rocking to the outer edge of the right foot and the right hand. Optional left foot into tree, or you can bring knee to the chest and hook the big toe. It's optional if you're going all the way up. Lift hips high. And then land in wild thing. Curl towards the back bend, Kamakara. And then switch it up, second side. This time, try taking your hand in front of the shoulder. Like take your left hand forward a few inches, because you've got massive expansion potential. And go like that, and then rock into it. And then grab your right foot and arch up. There it is. Inhale, lifting up high. Exhale, twisting from the heart space. Keep curling until you land in wild thing, Kamakata. Right foot back, lift and curl. Vinyasa from turbo dog or plank. A few deep ujjayi. Bend knees, gaze up, step or jump. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. And squeeze into the center, root down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, pause the chakras. Turning gaze back within. Coming back into remembrance of your true divine nature. Vrishchikasana. Find your gazing point, your drishti. Shifting weight to the right foot. Keeping hips level. Bring left foot up. Take it out to the side and then bring it into tree pose. You can reach down, bring it higher. And then grow tall. Right down to the heel, rising up. And then start to bow over the bent leg. Rolling right shoulder back. Left shoulder forward. Keeping chin lifting. And then in slow motion back up. Warrior 2. Float back. Check your distance. Ankles underneath your wrists. Palms face up. Lift an open heart. Keeping heart lifting. Turn palms down. Draw belly in. Top rib cage down and in. And then bend right knee deep. Keep it leaning to the right. Parsvavira. Left hand to the back leg. Right arm overhead. And then bend the arm, hand behind the head, grab the base of the skull and push your head back. And then bow forward, go for the clasp, bound side angle, right arm underneath, left arm behind the back. Ekapada Vinyasa to both hands down. And flow through Vinyasa. Down dog. Jump back into Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Bend knee, step or jump. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Midline, root down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Shifting weight to the left foot. Bring right thigh up. Take it out to the side. Midline, squeeze heel into inner thigh into heel. In slow motion, flow back. Beer 2. Oh, bowing. Thanks. Oh, yoga teacher fail. Bowing over the right, rolling right shoulder back, left shoulder forward. And then float back, warrior 2. Check your distance, ankles underneath wrists. Palms up, lift an open heart. Keep your heart lifting, palms down, belly in. Uddiyana, Mula Bandha. That left knee deep, keep it leaning to the left. Into the back leg, reach left arm overhead. Bend the arm, hand behind the head, crank head back. And then go for the clasp, left arm under, right arm behind the back. Ekapada Vinyasa 2, both hands down.
Is the right one going more from the center?
Initially you do it's like using like training wheels,
Yeah.
but then
Oh, okay.
then we want to take it away.
All the way
like
from-
you're pro level now, so you want to take your hand wider.
Okay.
And keep that elbow wide, and now lower halfway down, hold it there, and then this foot's gonna that's it, hop across. That's it. That's right. Here you go. See, it's like doing it for the first time.
Oh my god, yeah.
You got it.
I'm not used to the humidity anymore.
Right foot up, half moon pose. Ardha Chandra. Ardha Chandra Chapa. Reach for the foot, knee to the chest. There's a towel if you need it.
Thank you.
It's not a pretty one, but it'll work. Push that right heel. Twist, revolved half moon, left hand down, inner rotate left leg, outer rotate standing leg, take right arm up. It's too much inner rotation in your back leg there. Right there is good. And then just straighten the leg. There you go. Boom, perfect. Flex that pinky toe out to the side. There's no daylight between that pinky toe and your fourth toe. You need some toe stretchers. Bend the top leg, reach for the inner edge of the foot. Did you see that was Dwayne Wade's like pet peeve when he's at home chilling? He's got to have toe stretchers on.
Really?
Yeah. He can't relax on the couch without toe stretchers. He said he can't have to handle his toes touching each other. Yeah.
Luxury.
I want Dwayne Wade's problems.
Standing split. Both hands down. All the way up, tree pose. Vrikshasana. All the way up to standing. Whoa. Oh. Changing it up on you. Running an audible. Vakra Vriksha. Shoulders up towards the ears. And then curl. Reaching hands down. Or go for the clasp. Whoa. Pulling arms and shoulders down. Pick your heart up. Hold tree. Head towards the knee like in Janu Shirshasana, lifting arms up towards the ceiling. Take it as far as you can, and then when you lose your balance, take it back into standing split, both hands down, lifting left leg up. And then you can kick to a handstand or a forearm stand. Now you can use the wall if you want to pivot to the side. Oh, you can get this one.
When I look at my foot, it's
Yeah.
easier, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
My spine is already...
Take them a tad wider, and then relax your neck. Yeah. And then after that foot leaves the ground, then push your head up. There it is. Now squeeze in. Ah, that was it. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
So relax your head and neck. Get that extra inch of power, and then midline at the center, and push up through the heels. I'll get you going in a second. Left foot up, half moon pose. Right leg straight, pushing out through the heel. Deepen Ujjayi from the back of the throat. Bend the leg, reach for the foot. Parvrit Ardha Chandra. Right hand down, in rotate right leg, out rotate standing leg, take left arm up. Towards the floor, bend top leg, standing 1 foot bow. Left hand reaches for inner edge of the foot, kick the foot back, keeping right knee squeezing in the center, head pushing up. Hands down, standing split. All the way up, Vrikshasana. Right heel in. Side body's long, shoulders up. And then keep squeezing in tight to the center, pushing heel into the inner thighs. Go for the clasp. Taking your drishti up. And slowly work the forward fold. Working the midline strong, pushing leg into heel, heel into the inner thigh, lifting arms up towards the ceiling. Take it as far as you can. And then standing split. Set hands for downward facing tree. Handstand. Relax neck. And kick hard. Go again. You got more power than you know what to do with. There you go. Now squeeze legs together. That's it. Keep working like that strong. Man, my leg back, arm back. There you go. Now keep squeezing really strong. Now push your head up. Now push your head up hard. Really hard. Keep squeezing legs in. There you go. You got it. That's it. That's it. That's it. There you go. That's all you got to do. See?
Thank you.
Midline and head up, and then you can stay there for all day.
Yeah.
You can get out your watch and time yourself for 3 minutes. Seriously. Yeah. Child's pose, towel pose, rest back. There, and bend the legs in the scorpion and then lower onto your chin.
Amazing.
Legs wide. Back to down dog and then step it up for Urdhva Kalyasana. Pivot toes out, heels in. Ankles underneath the knees, pushing knees apart. And then take it overhead, Kali Mudra. Squeeze arms in. Pinch the back of the head. Squeeze top rib cage down and in. Clasp like, there you go. With your outer three fingers, clasp and then arms up. Yoga's working. Using the strength of Uddiyana, Mula Bandha, pushing hips down. Keep arms squeezing in tight overhead. Just pivot your toes forward and keep your legs bent. Go halfway forward for Shankarasana. Both hands down, standing split. Go wide, go deep. No, standing wide, legs wide. Prostrate Prattanasana E.
Can't stay out.
And then heel toe in. Come to squatting at the front of the mat for crow pose. Keeping knees wide. Squeeze knees in tight to the outer arms and shoulders. Round your lower back, squeezing core in. Start to straighten your arms, sliding your knees up into your armpits, and then float up into a handstand or visualize it. Or you can bend the arms and take your head down for a tripod headstand. Head's a little too close to your hands. Come back for a second. Just slide your hands back a couple inches. There you go. So you want the equidistant triangle.
Okay. So my head's coming here.
No. If you're going to kick your head here and then take your hands back more.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here.
No. No. It's got to go way forward. No. Let me show you. Darren, turn around and show her. This is good because she's the teacher. Show her. Just turn to the side and just go like this because you got your shirt off. And show her where your head is and your hands are.
Yeah, I'm teaching a lot of like soft yoga right now.
No, pivot to the side like you're facing her, like she's the front of the room.
Yeah, that's
There you go.
nice.
Thank you. Now take your head down. You don't have to do the pose or anything. Just take your head down for a second with your hands there. No, just go like this, bro. Just go like this. Head to your hands. There you go. Never mind. I'm gonna do it. It's okay. I'm late. I'm trying. I gotta do my job. I gotta take my shirt off for visual referencing. Look. If your head's close to your hands, and you take like here, you see like my upper back is rounding, like this, and then all the weight's like in your neck here, and then you don't have much stability. So you want the equal distance of the triangle of your hands here and your head all the way here, so that then when I come forward, my head's here, now I can pull my arms back into my shoulder sockets. You see how my shoulder blades are together? Yeah. And then you're using the upper back engagement. Otherwise, then you're using all of this, and you can strain your neck, and then you don't have balance, and you just fall over. Okay, now do it again, because I went to all that effort to teach it.
Even took off his shirt.
That's it. There you go. Lean all the way forward. That's it. And then as you take your legs up, imagine your elbows pulling in towards your armpits. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Good. Child's pose. Press back. Puppy pose. Turn Shisho-san now. And then go and lay flat on the belly. One arm auspicious pose. Right arm out, palm face up. Rock over. And left ankle on top if you're going a little deeper. Deep and twist from the lower body, taking left hip down. And go to the opposite side. Left arm out, palm face up, and then rock over. back onto the belly for half frog pose, Art of Baker. Support yourself in Sphinx pose. Legs together. And then reach your right hand back for the inner edge of the foot. Hand on the inside. There you go. And then kick back and then pull it in, pivoting hand on top of the foot. Switch sides. Down, and then you're going to snag one of those belts, and you're going to roll onto your right side body and lasso your left foot and take it overhead like in full complete 1 foot bow pose, and then you're going to rock back onto the belly and reach back to the inner edge of your right foot again for Untitled pose. So left arm's overhead and then lower down and reach your right hand back for the inner edge of the foot. Pivot right hand on top, right foot pushes down, left leg kicks back. You're good. Stay there. Just let me see this hand. Can you bring it here and then lift this up and push this hand on top. Just relax for a second. Just relax and move you. There you go. Wah, push.
Okay.
There. So that one's pushing down, and this one's lifting up. And you can go.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. That's the right expression. Now you did it right. And then rest, and then to the other side.
The yoga classes in Europe are a lot more relaxed. Somehow.
When the pose makes you say, oh fuck, that's when you did it right. That's the Satori, the flash of enlightenment. Oh.
Satori.
Oh. That's the difference between the bhava of Shiva and Skanda. Rest for a second. This is a good story. Stack your fists up. This is a quote from Douglas Brooks, some scholar at some university somewhere. But he's like, because Shiva's the dancer, right? So he said the bhava essentially, for people who don't know, they look at Shiva and they're like, what the fuck is that? The guy's got dreadlocks, he's standing on some guy, or it looks like a little baby, and he's got dreadlocks and a big ball of fire, and he's got a drum, and it's like, what is that? It's like, what the fuck is that? You don't get it, right? But Skanda, it's like, it makes you say, like, oh, what the fuck? It's like, it's different. It's not like I don't understand it. It makes you like, whoa, I felt that. And I get it, but I still like don't get it.
Yeah,
like, what is that?
It's so this type of yoga is so fucking different. It's so good. I never saw it in Europe.
Yeah, I wish we could put that on a shirt. Under yoga. WTF. Push back, child's pose.
Or WTY.
Yeah.
What is yoga?
Pigeon pose. Ekapada Rajaka Uttanasana. Leg in, slide it back. Lift and curl, square it off. And then you can, if you want to work another quad stretch or mermaid pose, or use your strap again for full king pigeon pose, feel free to play your edge.
When you're doing mermaid pose here, is this hip supposed to stay square, ideally?
Oh, that's why Darren's like this.
I wish you would have asked
Because
that.
that's right. So no, you want to keep a slightly asymmetric opening because your upper body's kind of twisted like this.
Oh.
And what happens is if you try and force it,
Yeah,
that you're the square. What happens is your TFL gets overstretched, your tensor fascia lata, and then then you get tweaked. So like if you're as deep as you are, like go and just use the strap and just grab it and walk your hands down so that your whole body's symmetric and you get open. And then so push down through the knees and lift your hips up first. So like you get that's it. Now walk your hands down. That's it. So you're not relaxed until like the last moment. There you go. There you go. Now head back and hold it there. There you go. That's it. That way you use your strength to get the opening. Yeah. When you're ready, you can switch sides. Start off, lift and curl. Quad stretch, mermaid, or strap it, grab it, and take it overhead. Hold on, let's get you a better strap. Use this one.
Thanks.
And Vinyasa. Camel pose. Kneeling. Find hips back. And drop belly in. Scoop tailbone. Lift and curl. Palms to heels. Inhale up and rest back all the way for Supta Virasana. Or you can sit on a block or two. Do you need another one? You can sit between the feet and rest all the way back, or just sit on the block in meditation for a minute. Back up, take a vinyasa, and then come to sitting for half fish, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Lengthening. Left leg in, cross right leg over. You can work prep or full pose if you want to fold your left leg in. Either way, right hand back, left arm up, arching, lengthening, and then twist. You can hold it there. If it's available, you feel free to wrap and bind. Inhale and twist, switch sides. Left hand back, right arm up and over, arching, lengthen, exhale, twist. Inhale and twist, switch legs again for Gomukhasana. Crossing right leg over. Do you want triangles or wedge or something? Okay. Make it tight. Push your knee across. And then work the shoulder opener. In rotate your right arm. Bring it behind the back. Pinky finger in. Straight. Bring it in so your pinky finger pushes into the back and the thumb's away. And then outer rotate. Left arm. Pull it in. Palm face up and then bend the arm. Reach back. Go for the clasp or use your strap. And then take the forward fold. You can release the hands if you so desire, and then hook your left arm across to deepen the forward fold with a little twist. Bowing to the right for a little more hip opening. Oh, getting it all out today. And then back up and switch. Gomukhasana on the second side. In rotate left arm, bring it in, pinky finger into your back, out rotate right arm, pull it in, and then reach back and clasp. Fold forward. Back up, optional Vinyasa, or open up wide for Upavishta, Konasana. Seated wide angle. Lift up, arch up, and then Slowly fold forward. Twist over right leg. Inhale up and switch. Second side. Back up, go a little wider, a little deeper. One more time. Back up, pivot forward for Uttanasana. Big toes, arch up. Pull up on the feet, arching up, and then pull yourself down. You can slide your feet forward if they're stressing the knees. Does anybody want me to stand on them?
Yes, but no.
Inhale up, hands back, arch up. Head back, unhinge jaw, stretch out front of the neck. And then come onto your back and rock around a little side to side. Bridge pose, Settubandha Sarvangasana. Feet underneath the knees. Lift hips. Clasp underneath and arch up. Rest down. Urdhva Dhanurasana. Hands overhead. Hips up, chest up, top of the head. Take it all the way up. Rest. One more good one from the floor. Back up. Hips up, chest up. Top of the head. Take hands a little wider. Go to the back of the room. Take it all the way up. Lift your heels, walk your feet in. Do some push-ups, taking head towards the feet, and then re-straighten arms. Pumping chest to the back of the room. Rest down. Natarajasana. Roll over, come to standing. You're almost done. Snag your belt. Darren, you can use this one if you want.
I'll take it.
Okay. Sure. Lastly, your right foot. When you take it overhead, the knees going to want to go out to the side. So first thing, squeeze the knees together, inner thighs together, and then your lower back is going to want to arch. So take the arch out of the lower back, draw your belly in, scoop your tailbone, and then take the other arm overhead and push your hands up as you kick your leg back, and then curl in the heart space in the upper back. And you can walk your hands down, make it tight. And then slowly release and switch sides. Nataraja, representing the Panchakarya, creation, sustainment, dissolution. Create form, midline, sustain it, bandha action, belly in, tailbone. Comes overhead, pushing up, opening heart. Feel free to go again if you want to on the first side, or you can do some drop backs. Or if you're good with back bends, you can take it into shoulder stands. Dissolve the pose to recreate it again, or to do a counter pose, so that we can stay in remembrance. Balance yourself out. Lamba Sharvanga. Cloud pose, halasana. Ear pressure pose, karna pidasana. Slowly unroll, eye of the needle pose. Feet on the floor underneath the knees, crossing left foot on top of the right thigh. And then left arm through the center, clasping behind the hamstrings. Kick away and resist. Arch your lower back up and in. And then round your lower back, bring the legs tight to the chest. Straighten the leg, reach up for the foot, clasping around the back of the leg or the foot. Take it all the way overhead for upward 1 foot diamond. And then slowly unroll and switch. Bring it in, rounding lower back. Straighten leg, reaching up higher. Slowly unroll, happy baby pose. Reaching up with both feet. Walk arms over the legs, feet to the head or behind the head if you're going deeper. And then twist to the right. Twist to the left. Twist again to the right, crossing left leg over. Twist to the opposite side. Last time, cross right leg over. up. Shavasana. Go and lay flat for a few minutes. Let yourself relax fully. to the right, supporting head on the arm bone. Resting there for a few breaths. And back up. Sitting meditation posture. One last Om. And universal prayer. Deep breath in. Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Absolutely.
Okay, first question is, when you're doing the vinyasas
Mhm.
and you have your arms really wide,
Mm-hmm.
how can I protect my shoulder? Because instead of keeping my hands in line with my shoulders, how can I maneuver that by just using my core more, or is it just not in the pattern of my body, so it feels foreign? Or
Yeah, so strict alignment is like outer edge of the line, outer edge of the wrist, outer edge of the shoulder. But then if you just do it right now, just do it right now. Right? You can just you not just sit. You can just sit there, or just come to standing and just do this. And now, with your wrist outer edge aligned with the outer edge of the shoulder. Now when you bring it in, look what happens to your arms and your shoulders. Your shoulders come forward a little. Now take your hands out wider, and now take them just an inch wider, and now bring it in, and you see the shoulders want to come. They want to come back and go down the back, and your heart moves forward. The other way, when you come in like this, is like being in a box, and your heart gets closed off, and then you end up overdeveloping the front of your shoulder and your chest. And you can do it like that and keep your hands down, but you got to really curl in the upper back and get your shoulder blades together. So it just takes massive effort, what we call self-effort, to do that. So if you just take the hands wider, it's what we call a functional plane of alignment. So it's not directly aligned, but it allows for performance to be enhanced, which brings you into alignment.
okay, yeah.
So when you do it, you just want to think of the shoulders curling down the back, so that the shoulder blades, the same thing I showed you for that when you go into the headstand. You just want your shoulder blades together on the back and just halfway down, and then inhale up, and then flow back.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And the second question is, when we're doing the handstand practice, whenever the head, when you said now bring your head out at the ends,
Yes.
instead of keeping it on the spine.
Yeah.
What is that kind of logic?
So that allows you to use what I was just showing you, if you don't want to do too much of in the chaturanga, to access in handstand, because it's hard to do in handstand because you want to be straight like this, but then inevitably you're going to teeter one way or the other, or to the side, and you're going to bail out. But if you use your muscle energy where you're the strongest, where your front body strength, if you push your head up, that allows you to access the front of the deltoid in your pecs, and then you're using all of your neck muscles also, and so your upper back's engaging. And so with that engagement, then once you're solid there, and you can time yourself 30 seconds at least, then start to release your head down and relax your neck, and then you do more belly in, and you start to push your heels up, and then you go for that straight arrow, and then you'll be able to hold it. But if you try and go for that straight, perfect line right away, inevitably you're going to go like this. So you got to train your body, engage first, head up, working inner thighs in really tight, and then once you're solid there, then start to take it out, and then start lengthening out of it.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Welcome.
Not still bothering a little.